What is up, you guys? We are back out again in our Albuquerque bosque. It's actually early December now. I think it's December the 5th today. We're back out and we are in an area where we have some wildlife management ponds that have been built into the actual bosque. You guys have seen me come here before. You actually saw me, if you've been here a while, come in the summer and the spring. But we're here today because, as you guys have heard me talk about for the past whole month probably, winter visitors, migratory visitors, particularly birds, are coming during this time of year, like the sandhill cranes, the snow geese, all these more exotic birds that you don't really see in the dry, southwest of New Mexico are starting to come into the area now that the weather is getting colder. And so I wanted to come out now that we're finally getting into that peak season where I know I might run into something a little unusual or out of the ordinary, and I wanted to come see if there was anything like that down at the ponds. We're also going to be doing some walking along the Rio Grande River here that runs through Albuquerque, and we're just going to see what we see. It's going to be one of those days, like always, where we just are out here to have fun and bring you along for the ride. So I hope you guys enjoy. Well, that was really cool, you guys. I just finished talking to you guys and I heard some commotion coming from the river, and at first I thought it was just maybe somebody letting their dog run in the river, because people do that all the time here. It's great. But I noticed the sound sounded really like wing beats, like big wings hitting the water. And sure enough, I come down and those guys right there, you can see them over my shoulder, a ton of Canadian geese were bathing in the river, and it's something I've never really seen them do. Like, I've seen them preen and I've seen them, dive, but this whole entire group was just going to town and splashing and going crazy, and it was honestly really cool to see because I had never seen them do it before. I'm hoping some of those images that I got were pretty decent because they were backlit right as they're in the river, and all those little droplets coming up when they're shaking their wings looked amazing just in person. So I'm hoping something decent will come out of some of those images because it all happens so fast, man, when you're out here in the bush. So, but awesome stuff, man. We're gonna keep walking down the river a little bit, then I think we're gonna circle back to the ponds and we're gonna see what happens at the ponds. All right, we'll see you guys in a minute. Well, that was really cool, you guys. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, that bird is no stranger to you. That is a spotted towhee. We haven't really seen, or I haven't really recorded one in the fall, I should say, but one thing that's really kind of cool about them is they're very intelligent when it comes to finding food. As you saw, like, he used his feet to kick up all those leaves because he knows that during the fall all the seeds are going to fall off the trees and they're going to get buried underneath all those leaves. So he knows that somewhere underneath all these leaves is food, so he'll just dig in the brush till he finds it, which he did. He found a few seeds actually while we were recording him, which was really cool to see. But we're gonna head over to our last spot of the day, which is gonna be the pond. Well, it doesn't really get any better than that, you guys. That was an amazing little like session shooting those waterfowl on the pond. One thing that I feel like I've always learned about wildlife photography is there's always something to learn, no matter how good or bad of a day that you have on the water. And I feel like the bad days that I have tend to be the ones that teach me the most about wildlife photography and teach me how to get better. And one thing that I've really learned is that if you know you're in a good destination, if you know you're in a great spot for wildlife, for waterfowl, for mammals, for whatever you're trying to photograph, if you know you're in the right spot, then really all it comes down to is just timing and patience. And when I was walking around that pond, there was a spot where all the diving birds really were congregating because there was a ton of seaweed under the water, and they all eat that stuff. And as I was walking by, I walked by and they did what they usually do. They swim away to the middle of the pond, and usually they stay there because they don't want nothing to do with people. So I decided just to sit there and wait. And I'm not like fully camoed up. I'm like camoed up from my waist up, but I just thought if I'm patient enough, maybe they'll treat me like I'm part of the environment and just come back. And sure enough, they did. And that's why I was able to get so close and get some amazing, amazing photos. I know some of those photos are gonna be absolutely amazing. And that's something that I really, really appreciate about going out and taking photos as much as I can, is every single time you go out is an opportunity to learn, you guys. Take every single day, even especially the hard days. Take them and just dissect them and learn from it, because these are the moments where it shines through and you're like, had I not had so many difficult days of wildlife photography, I would have never known, you know, to put myself in this situation for success. So awesome, awesome day, you guys. Well, I think we're gonna end it right here. Like always, I just want to say thank you so much for all your guys' support on my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. If so, be sure to hit me with that like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, you guys, for all your support once again, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.